My beloved child, take a deep breath and let your shoulders drop. You have arrived at this moment not by accident, but by divine appointment. There is a reason you felt pulled to listen to this right now. For a long time, you have been walking through a valley of silence, wondering if your prayers were hitting a ceiling, wondering if the struggle would ever end. But listen closely to the rhythm of your own heart, for it is beating in sync with a new season. New mercy, fresh strength, and unexpected provision are gathering around you like rain clouds ready to burst over a dry field. Watch this space, for heaven's communication lines remain open exclusively for you. To ensure you never miss a transmission from these open lines, subscribe to the channel now. Consider this an act of spiritual alignment, positioning yourself to receive daily manna and securing your place in this community of light. You are not forgotten. You are the chosen one, the beloved child, the miracle walking in human form. Your story is not over. In fact, the ink is just now touching the paper for your most glorious chapter. This is the turning point where broken pieces do not just get fixed, they become masterpieces of grace. This is where pain transforms into purpose and where your past struggle becomes someone else's lifeline. And just as you are a lifeline for others, this message is a lifeline for you. Share this video with someone who needs hope today. By spreading this light, you multiply the favor upon your own life. For what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. You have felt the shifting of the winds, haven't you? A subtle change in the atmosphere, a feeling that something big is on the horizon. That is because the cosmic winds are shifting as Archangel Michael's trumpet sounds a specific frequency. It is a vibration that only your spirit recognizes, stirring dormant memories of heaven's embrace. You are safe here. You are loved here. And as we journey together through this message, you will uncover the keys to the doors you have been knocking on for years. If you are ready to finally receive these keys and walk through the open door of your new season, type Amen in the comments below. Let this simple act be your signal to the heavens that your heart is open, your spirit is listening, and you are fully prepared to receive. The little things that logic tries to dismiss but your soul knows are significant. Perhaps it is the recurring numbers on clocks, 1111, 444, flashing at you from receipts and phone screens. The world calls these coincidences, but we know the truth. These are celestial coordinates. They are the universe conspiring through synchronicity to align you with destiny's blueprint. If you are ready to accelerate this alignment, press the like button now. Let this simple click be your physical act of faith, signaling to the heavens that you see the signs and you are ready for the destination. It is heaven's way of winking at you, whispering that you are on the right path, even when the road feels dark. You are being guided step by step, not by a map you can see, but by a knowing you can feel. There are other signs too. Perhaps you have felt sudden chills that warm your spine, not from cold, but from a presence that feels like a hug from the inside out. Or maybe melodies surface unbidden in your mind, songs you haven't heard in years playing on the radio exactly when grief threatens to overwhelm you. These are not random firings of neurons. This is the language of eternity. Your mother's love transcends time, and she is speaking through these moments. She is weaving her essence through the sacred sounds of your life, carrying the scent of her favorite garden roses into rooms where no flowers exist. Do not ignore these nudges. When a stranger utters exactly what your soul needs to hear at a precise moment, understand that this is a divine appointment disguised as an ordinary encounter. Heaven often wears the mask of the mundane to redirect your entire life trajectory. You are being asked to pay attention now more than ever. The veil between your world and the spiritual realm is thinning, not to scare you, but to empower you. All you are beginning to see with spiritual eyes. The anxiety you feel is not a sign of impending doom. It is the tension of a bow being pulled back before the arrow is released into a glorious future. This awakening is happening because you are ready. You have weathered the storms of confusion. You have walked through the fire of rejection and come out refined, not consumed. Now the atmosphere around you is charged with potential. The very air in your home is beginning to vibrate with the promise of restoration. Archangel Michael is standing guard, ensuring that as your spiritual eyes open, you see not the darkness that tries to hide in the corners, but the blinding light of God's favor that is flooding your path. You are waking up to your true identity, not as a victim of your history, but as a creator of your future. Close your eyes for a moment and remember the warmth of her hands. Even if she is no longer physically present in your dimension, your mother's spirit is more active in your life now than ever before. She moves with divine urgency through the dimensions beyond human sight. Her love is manifesting in unexpected ways, the sudden appearance of blue jays or cardinals where none nested before, or the distinct aroma of her perfume filling an empty room. These are her ways of telling you that she has not left you. She has merely changed her vantage point. She is now watching from the balcony of heaven, cheering you on with a perspective that sees the end from the beginning. She watches the silent sacrifices you make for others, the meals you skip to feed someone else, the dreams you postpone to care for aging parents or struggling children. She saw the tears you shed in private, the ones you wiped away quickly before anyone could see. Heaven records every act of kindness you have offered, every prayer whispered when faith felt fragile like ancient parchment. Nothing has been lost. Your mother wants you to know that she saw the forgiveness you offered when justice seemed more deserved. She witnessed the love you gave when your own cup ran empty. Her essence weaves through your daily life, bringing the comfort you felt during childhood storms. Remember her laughter? That sound is echoing in the spiritual realm, vibrating in moments when you need courage most. She is petitioning heaven on your behalf. The prayers she prayed for you when she was on earth did not die with her. They are still active, still growing, still waiting to bear fruit in your life. She is working to unlock doors that have been sealed by generations of heartache. She is helping to dissolve ancestral patterns, flooding family lineages broken by pain with angelic light. She brings a message of restoration, not just for you, but for those who will follow your path. Your courage is becoming their inheritance. Your healing is their roadmap to wholeness. She warns you gently against impulsive decision disguised as glittering opportunities. She whispers to your spirit to test every open door against the peace that surpasses understanding. She wants you to know that true blessings carry heaven's signature, which is calm assurance, not frantic excitement. If you feel rushed, if you feel fear, pause. That is not her voice. Her voice is the stillness in the chaos. Her voice is the gentle nudge that says, "Wait, my child, something better is coming." You may have felt a heaviness, a burden of responsibility that feels too big for one person to carry. Your mother sees this weight lifting from your shoulders. She is orchestrating help from the other side. She is whispering your name in the ears of people who can help you, setting up divine connections that will feel like coincidences, but are actually answers to prayer. She wants you to release the need to control the outcome. She is asking you to surrender the timelines that cause you stress. Trust that her love, combined with God's infinite wisdom, is arranging circumstances beyond your human comprehension. She is still Mom, protecting, guiding, and loving you with a ferocity that death could not extinguish. If you can feel that love surrounding you right now, like this video, it is a small gesture in the physical world, but in the spiritual realm, it lights up as a beacon of your gratitude and openness to receive more. As the comfort of the mother figure surrounds you, a different, more powerful energy steps forward to secure your perimeter. Archangel Michael's presence intensifies as he positions himself between you and the forces seeking to steal your peace. You may have felt like you were under attack recently. Waves of fatigue, sudden onset of doubt, or old memories of failure playing on a loop in your mind. Do not fear this. The enemy only attacks those who are about to step into a massive promotion. The intensity of the battle is proof of the magnitude of the blessing coming your way. His sword gleams with holy fire, not to harm you, but to sever the cords of anxiety, fear, and regret that have bound you to past failures. He is cutting the invisible ties that have held you back. Imagine him now, walking through the rooms of your home, his presence clearing out the stagnant energy of old arguments and past sorrows. He is creating invisible barriers against negativity. Secure this protection over your digital space by subscribing. By joining this channel, you are building a spiritual fortress around your mind and ensuring that only truth and empowerment can enter your feed. He is declaring your home a sanctuary of peace, your workplace a zone of favor, and your sacred spaces a fortress where worry cannot enter. He is specifically targeting the imposter syndrome that plagues you, that voice that whispers you aren't good enough, that you don't deserve the blessings coming your way. Michael silences that voice with the thunder of divine truth. He reminds you that your worth is not found in what you produce, but in who you are. You are a child of the Most High. The struggles you have faced were not evidence of God's absence. They were the training ground for your destiny. Michael is here to tell you that the training season is ending and the reigning season is beginning. Do you claim this victory over your self-doubt? If you refuse to let fear hold you back any longer, declare your strength below by typing, "I am ready." Let this be your roar of courage in the face of the enemy, sealing the truth that your time to reign has come. This powerful archangel commands abundance to flow where scarcity once reigned. He is looking at the areas of your life where you have felt restricted, your finances, your health, your relationships, and he is declaring, "Open." He commands your cup to overflow, your barns to fill, and your creativity to flourish beyond human limits. He releases angelic teams to locate resources hidden from human eyes. He is shining a light on job opportunities buried in overlooked emails, on financial solutions wrapped in unexpected packages, and on healing modalities discovered through chance conversations. But his protection is not just about bringing things to you. It is about keeping the wrong things away from you. He is filtering your connections. If people have recently walked out of your life, let them go. Michael is removing those who cannot go where you are going. He is severing soul ties that drain your spiritual vitality. This clearing process might feel uncomfortable, like pruning a vine, but it is necessary for the new growth that is about to spring forth. He is making space for divine alliances, friendships and partnerships forged in heaven's counsel before you were even born. These new companions will recognize your true self when you have forgotten it. They will speak life extends over your mind as well. He is guarding your thoughts, helping you to capture every fear and replace it with faith. When you lie down to sleep, he stands guard, restoring what the darkness attempted to steal through sleepless nights. He is ensuring that your rest is deep and restorative, for you need your strength for the victories ahead. The battles you thought you were fighting alone, he has been fighting them for you. The wars waged over your destiny, your health, and your purpose are being won in the spiritual realm right now. Victory is not just a possibility, it is your portion. With the spiritual atmosphere cleared by Archangel Michael's protection, we now turn our gaze to the physical realm, specifically the resources you need to fulfill your mission on this earth. For too long, you have operated under a mindset of scarcity. You have looked at your bank account and felt your stomach tighten. You have calculated bills against income and wondered how the math would ever work. But hear this. Divine favor surrounds your financial reality now, not as fleeting luck or a gamble, but as a tangible presence that opens doors human effort could never breach. The struggle mindset is dissolving. You are shifting from a posture of begging to a posture of receiving. The heavens are declaring that your fields are fertile and your nets are about to be full. This financial breakthrough is not coming through the exhaustingly hard work you are used to. It is coming through divine alignment. There are resources hidden from your human eyes that angels are currently illuminating. As an act of faith, hit the like button to claim that illumination. Declare through this action that you are ready for the hidden blessings to be revealed and for the acceleration of your provision. The script of your financial life is being rewritten. Where there was lack, there will be overflow. This is not about greed. It is about provision for your purpose. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and God wants your cup to run over. Pay close attention so in the coming days to what seems like small things. Your mother's guidance often illuminates financial pathways obscured by doubt. There are unexpected resources emerging from forgotten connections. Perhaps it is an old skill you dismissed as just a hobby or ordinary. In heaven's economy, that skill has gained new value. The shifting markets of the world are aligning with what you naturally possess. Do not despise the small beginnings. That idea you had years ago, it is time to dust it off. That project you shelved because you didn't have the funding? Look again. The provision often follows the vision. There is a specific focus on forgotten things in this season. A forgotten document surfaces containing keys to freedom. An overlooked email sits in your inbox, holding an opportunity you scrolled past. An old friend or colleague reaches out seemingly out of the blue. These are not accidents. These are Archangel Michael's teams working in the invisible realm to connect dots you didn't even know existed. Financial solutions are often wrapped in unexpected packages. They might not look like a winning lottery ticket. They might look like a conversation, a refund, a gift, or a sudden clarity on how to manage what you already have. You are being warned, however, to discern the difference between a divine opportunity and a distraction. Your mother's spirit whispers a gentle caution against impulsive decisions disguised as get-rich-quick schemes. True blessings carry heaven's signature, peace. If an opportunity makes you feel frantic, fearful, or rushed, step back. That is not the way of the kingdom. The blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow with it. Look for the open doors that open smoothly. Look for the provision that arrives with a sense of calm assurance. When the right investment, the right job offer, or the right client appears, you will feel a resonance in your spirit. Debts that have hung over you like dark clouds are beginning to dissolve. This happens in mysterious ways, sometimes through cancellation, sometimes through negotiation, and most often through the sudden influx of means to pay them off. The chains of poverty that have tried to wrap themselves around your family tree are shattering. You are the one breaking the cycle of just enough or never enough. You are stepping into the realm of more than enough. Trust that the universe acts through synchronicity. When you align your faith with this truth, you become a magnet for the resources required to support your destiny. Solidify this alignment by subscribing. It is a powerful step of obedience that says, I am committed to this new season of abundance, and it roots you firmly in the fertile ground of this ministry. And if your spirit agrees that the season of lack is ending and the season of overflow is beginning, type Amen in the comments right now. By typing this, you are spiritually signing the receipt for the provision God is releasing to you. Do not let this moment pass without your agreement. Just as your resources are being renewed, so too is your physical vessel. Your body is the temple of your spirit, and it has carried the weight of your stress, your grief, and your battles for too long. But the winds of restoration are blowing. Your health is transforming as angelic frequencies realign every cell to its original design. Imagine your DNA as a divine scroll. Over time, stress and trauma may have crumpled or stained it. But now, invisible hands are smoothing it out, reminding every cell of its perfect, healthy blueprint. There are chronic pains you have accepted as normal that are about to dissolve. These conditions often have spiritual or emotional roots. Trauma stored in the shoulders, grief stored in the chest, fear stored in the stomach. As Archangel Michael severs the cords of fear and regret, the physical symptoms associated with them begin to fade. You may find that healing comes not through human effort alone, but through a surrender to this divine process. You are receiving a healing balm from the spiritual realm, a soothing energy that penetrates deep into your marrow, repairing what is broken and strengthening what is weak. Do not let this healing energy pass you by. Press the like button to anchor this restoration into your reality. Consider it a touch of faith, agreeing that your body is aligning with divine specific guidance regarding health breakthroughs approaching through unconventional channels. Perhaps you have ignored a certain natural remedy, a dietary change, or a holistic modality because it seems too simple or strange. Suddenly, these things will resonate with you. You will feel a nudge to drink more water, to walk in nature, or to rest more. Follow these nudges. They are the whispers of your body's intelligence connecting with divine wisdom. Healing modalities you discovered through chance conversations will suddenly make sense. The right doctor, the right therapist, or the right information will appear on your feed or in a book falling open to a precise passage. This is a season of cellular renewal. Archangel Michael commands wholeness over every system in your body: your nervous system, your circulatory system, your immune system. He declares that your cells remember their divine vitality. If you have been battling fatigue that sleep doesn't cure, know that this is shifting. You are being plugged back into the infinite energy source of the Creator. The heavy fog that has clouded your mind is lifting, replaced by a sharp clarity and a renewed zest for life. I want you to pause and claim this vitality for your physical body. If you believe that divine restoration is flowing through your cells right now, type "I receive healing" in the comments. Let your words act as a command to your body to align with its perfect divine blueprint. There is also a revelation coming tomorrow, or very soon, about the connection between soul ties and your physical health. Sometimes we carry the sicknesses of our ancestors not because we have to, but because we are subconsciously loyal to their suffering. You are breaking that agreement today. You are declaring that your inheritance is health, not illness. Your mother's love is a protective force, shielding you from the patterns that took others out prematurely. You are walking in a new level of vitality because your mission requires you to be strong. You are not just surviving anymore. You are preparing to thrive physically so that you can enjoy the blessings of timing. Humans live by the clock, tick-tock, linear, anxious. But heaven lives by kairos, the opportune moment, the perfect season. You have been frustrated because you have been watching the clock, while God has been watching the conditions of your heart. The delay you have experienced was not a denial. It was a divine pause. It was protection. If you had received the blessing 3 years ago, you might not have had the character to sustain it. But now you are ready. The cosmic clock is striking a sacred hour. Your mother emphasizes a specific window of time approaching. The original script spoke of 7 days or 10 days, and while we do not limit the Creator to a human calendar, there is a tangible sense of urgency in the spirit realm right now. Think of this as a prophetic window opening over your life. Within this coming season, heaven's favor will intersect with your obedience in a way that is undeniable. A turning point is approaching, disguised as an ordinary day. You might wake up feeling like it is just another Tuesday, but by sunset, the trajectory of your life will have shifted. Like this video. Use this moment to tell the universe that you are not just waiting passively, but you are actively anticipating the shift with faith. And do you trust that God is working even when you cannot see it? If you believe that your sudden turning point is approaching, type "Amen" below. Let this be your act of surrender, aligning your personal timeline with heaven's perfect clock. Pay attention to the recurrence of the number 3. You might see 3 specific signs, or hear a message confirmed 3 times. The universe conspires through synchronicity to align you with destiny's blueprint. When you see recurring numbers, 111, 333, 777, do not brush them off. These are celestial coordinates. They are confirming that you are in the right place at the right time. Even the animals are messengers. The sudden appearance of birds, butterflies, or other creatures in unusual places is a sign that nature itself is acknowledging your spiritual shift. There is a particular person entering your path, or perhaps re-entering it, who carries a key to a door you thought was permanently closed. This encounter will feel strangely familiar, as if your souls recognized each other before time began. This is not necessarily a romantic partner, though it could be. It is a destiny partner. Someone assigned to help you lift the load, open the gate, or bridge the gap. Be open to strangers who utter exactly what your soul needs to hear. Be open to the friend who calls you out of the blue. Divine appointments await, disguised as ordinary coffee dates or chance meetings in grocery store aisles. Your mother's final urging in this chapter echoes through eternity. Release the need to control the outcome. This is the hardest part, but the most necessary. Surrender your timelines to divine wisdom. When you try to force a door open, you often break the handle. But when you step back and trust, the door opens automatically. Trust that her love, combined with God's infinite wisdom, is orchestrating circumstances beyond human comprehension. The same power that parted seas, calmed storms, and raised the dead is working silently in your story right now. It is rewriting endings, restoring relationships, and resurrecting dreams you declared impossible. In this illuminated space of divine potential, we must address the invisible tethers that have held you back. These are the soul ties, connections to people, past situations, or traumatic memories that continue to drain your energy long after the physical event has passed. You may have felt this drain. It manifests as a sudden exhaustion when you think of a certain person, or a heavy fog that descends when you visit specific places. Archangel Michael is now stepping forward with his sword of blue flame to perform a spiritual surgery. This is not to harm, but to heal. He is severing the unhealthy attachments that have acted like anchors, keeping your ship from sailing into its destined harbor. Relationships are sacred, but not all are meant to be eternal. Some people were chapters in your book, not the entire story. The pain you feel in letting go is often the fear that you will be alone, but your mother's spirit whispers a profound truth. Making space is an act of faith. When you release a toxic connection, you create a vacuum that the universe must fill with something better. Archangel Michael is cutting the cords of manipulation, guilt, and obligation. He is releasing you from the need to please those who cannot see your value. He is silencing the echoes of harsh words spoken over you in childhood, words that formed a false identity you have worn for too long. There is a specific focus here on emotional debts. You may feel you owe someone your time or energy because of shared history, even if they are toxic to your spirit. Heaven is canceling this debt today. You are free. You are allowed to set boundaries. You are allowed to protect your peace. As these ties are severed, you might feel a physical lightness in your chest. You might find yourself breathing deeper. This is the weight of other people's expectations falling away. You are reclaiming your own energy. You are calling your spirit back from the places where it was scattered and fragmented. As you call your spirit back, give it a home here. Subscribe to the channel as a declaration that you are done with the old, draining connections and are now aligning with the community. Extends to the soul ties you have with your own past mistakes. Many of you are held hostage by regret. You replay scenes where you wish you had acted differently. But listen closely. The version of you that exists now is not the version that made those choices. You have grown. You have learned. Archangel Michael commands the spirit of shame to flee. He declares that your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. The guilt you carry is being transmuted into wisdom. You are forgiving yourself, which is the most powerful key to unlocking your future. As you forgive, the chains dissolve into dust, blown away by the winds of grace. Now, we descend into the deepest work, the work that echoes through the corridors of time. You are not just an individual. You are the leaf on a vast, ancient tree. For generations, your bloodline may have carried heavy patterns, cycles of poverty, addiction, divorce, or silent suffering. These are often called generational curses, but let us call them inherited burdens. Your ancestors did the best they could with the light they had, but many walked in shadows. However, the buck stops with you. You were born for such a time as this. You are the cycle breaker. You are the one who says, "This pain ends here. It will not pass to my children." Your mother's spirit is filled with pride as she watches you take this stand. She sees you doing the work she perhaps could not finish. When you heal, you are not just healing yourself. You are sending a ripple of light backward to your ancestors and forward to your descendants. Imagine a river of golden light flowing through your DNA, washing away the debris of trauma. The poverty mindset that plagued your grandfather is being replaced with a wealth consciousness. The anxiety that your grandmother carried in silence is being replaced with a bold, vocal faith. You are rewriting the genetic code of your family line, changing the narrative from tragedy to triumph. Archangel Michael's protection spans generations, shielding children not yet born from the cycles you are courageously breaking today. He stands at the gateway of your lineage, holding back the darkness so that your children and grandchildren can walk in the light. Your obedience to this message, your willingness to pray, to believe, and to hope, creates eternal ripples. You are altering destinies across time and space. The struggles you endure now are the price of admission for the freedom of your lineage. It is a heavy price, yes, but the reward is a legacy of blessing that will outlive you by centuries. If you accept the mantle of the cycle breaker for your family lineage, make it official today. Type, "It stops with me," or simply "Amen" in the comments to lock this decree into the spiritual realm. Declare that the pain ends with you and the willingness to receive this truth. It is not easy to be the black sheep who becomes the golden child of redemption. It requires courage to walk a different path than your family, but you are supported by a great cloud of witnesses. The ancestors who prayed for a breakthrough are cheering for you. They see you as the answer to their prayers. You are the fulfillment of their hopes. Stand tall in this identity. You are not a victim of your biology. You are the master of your destiny. The same power that formed galaxies now forms your future from the fragments of your past, turning the mess of your history into a message of hope. As we move toward the close of this divine transmission, you may be asking, how do I keep this feeling? How do I stay in this high vibration? The answer lies in daily activation. This channel and the community gathering here is your spiritual command center. It is a sanctuary where confusion surrenders to clarity and loneliness dissolves into holy companionship. If you haven't yet, subscribe now to take your seat in this sanctuary. It is more than a button. It is your commitment to daily activation, ensuring you remain plugged into the high-frequency source that fuels your breakthrough. You are invited to anchor yourself in this supernatural flow. By staying connected, by returning to these truths daily, you strengthen your spiritual muscles. You build an immunity to the negativity of the world. Subscribe to the feeling of hope. Commit to the practice of peace. Each morning, before your feet hit the floor, visualize Archangel Michael placing his armor upon you. Visualize your mother's love wrapping around you like a warm cloak. When you see the numbers, when you feel the chills, when you find the feathers, pause and say, "I receive this." Acknowledge the communication. The more you acknowledge it, the louder and clearer it becomes. You are building a dialogue with the divine. You are training your ears to hear the whispers of heaven amidst the noise of earth. Do not miss the revelations that come in the quiet moments. Tomorrow and the day after, you will find practical keys unlocking in your mind. You will suddenly know how to handle a difficult coworker. You will suddenly have an idea for a side income. You will suddenly find the words to heal a broken friendship. This is the download of heaven's strategies directly to your spirit. You are becoming a vessel of extraordinary grace. Ordinary hearts become conduits. The enemy of this flow is distraction and doubt. The world will try to pull you back into fear. The news will scream of scarcity. Your old habits will try to resurface. But you have a weapon now, your identity. You know who you are. You are the healed healer. You are the chosen vessel. You are the miracle walking in human skin. When the waves of life crash against you, you will not break, because your foundation is built on the rock of eternal truth. My child, my beloved, as we part ways in this moment, let these final words settle into the marrow of your bones. The veil between worlds is thin, and you are never walking alone. Not for a single breath, not for a single heartbeat. Divine love pursues you relentlessly through seasons of wandering, through valleys of questioning, and through mountains of triumph. Angels camp around your bed as you sleep, their songs lulling your anxious thoughts into peaceful rest. Your mother's final message echoes through eternity, a lullaby of empowerment. Release the need to understand every detail. You do not need to know how the miracle will happen. You only need to know who is bringing it. Trust the love that moves stars to rearrange circumstances for your good. The same power that calmed raging seas now calms the storms within your spirit. It is transforming your brokenness into beautiful redemption. Your identity is solidifying. You are shifting from survivor to conqueror, from orphan to beloved child, from doubter to unwavering believer. Archangel Michael's sword has cut the chains. The path is clear. The door is open. Listen closely to the rhythm of the universe as it blesses you now. Peace is your portion. Love is your shield. Joy is your strength. Truth is your guide. Where there was fear, let there now be faith. Where there was lack, let there now be abundance. Where there was sickness, let there now be vitality. Where there was confusion, let there now be purpose. Your greatest chapters ignite now. The shattered pieces of your life are being reassembled into a sacred altar of testimony. Your story is living proof that love conquers death. Miracles multiply around you. Grace flows effortlessly toward you. Destiny is calling your name, and for the first time in a long time, you are ready to answer. Walk in this light. Breathe in this hope. Carry this power. You are the miracle. You are the blessing. You are the answer. Now, be the miracle for someone else. Share this prophecy with a friend or family member who needs to hear it. As you extend this blessing outward, watch how quickly the favor returns to you multiplied. Go in peace. And so it is.